It is a beautiful technique from Eastern Christianity. The original Christianity, the earliest Christianity is Eastern Christianity. I want all of you to understand, the original Christianity is not Vatican or Rome. It is Eastern Christianity created by Santo Saint Thomas in Kerala and Chennai. The third year of Jesus' crucifixion, the first church on the planet Earth is already built in Kozhikode. Just third year of the Jesus Christ crucifixion. It is done by Saint Thomas. From his tradition, this beautiful technique. Of course, even Sufis have used this technique. It's called gibberish in Sufism. And today, modern day, psychotherapists are using this technique in the name of catharsis, throwing the things out, throwing the suppressions out. In Ayurveda, it is called Manipuraga Shuddhi Kriya. In Ayurveda, it is called Manipuraga Shuddhi Kriya. The Manipuraga is cleanse. Let me explain the technique. What is actually your inner chatting? Tell me. How many languages do you know? Tamil, English, Kannada, Telugu, Hindi, Telugu, Bhagavana, few words. Okay, add that also. If you know few words, also add that. 5. Malayalam? Not even few words. French. Then? That's all. Okay. If you suddenly forget all these 6 languages, can you think? Only kids can think in pictures. Once you cross the age of 7, once you are educated, you lose the efficiency of thinking through pictures. Alright, just think of cow without remembering the word cow. Or think of your notebook without remembering the word notebook. Once you have grown, you lose the efficiency. Uneducated people, the tribal villagers, and the kids below 7 years old, only they have the capacity to think visually. Nobody else has got capacity to think visually. When you are educated, you start associating with words. Of course, when you become enlightened, you can think visually without words. That is why the tribal villages, their thinking speed is too much. Their understanding is very high. Because if you think visually, you will have a tremendous capacity. Now in America, they did research on my neurological system. They say my amya, the frontal lobe is the in charge of attention, wisdom, responsibility and intelligence and all these things. After doing research, they say my frontal lobe is working 7 times more than a normal human being. If it works 1.5 times itself, the person who became scientist means what crazy. Nobody can relate with him. He will think in his own plane. They were shocked. Swamiji, how are you maintaining still your senses? I said, that is what I also don't know. When you think visually, the frontal lobe will be active. Agnya chakra will be active. But now you cannot think visually. Now you can think only along with words. Anyhow, you suddenly forget all the 6-7 languages. You can't think. Am I right? So your inner chattering is nothing but your words. So if you break your inner chattering, all your emotions, suppressed emotions will come out. We are going to do only one thing. breaking our inner child. The technique says, talk in the language which you don't know. Talk in the language which you don't know. You can talk Chinese and Japanese, no problem, because you do not know that language. If you know Chinese and Japanese, you cannot talk in that language. Talk in the language which you do not know. You will be surprised how to talk. Have you seen kids, once you give them milk and put them in the cradle, they will shout, have you seen? After every meal, kids will shout. Usually, after every, of course, you beat and train them not to shout. You tell them, keep quiet and sleep. Actually, they help their Manipurava to digest. The shouting helps their Manipurava to digest. Kids do all yogasanas. Any yoga teacher is here? Any yoga teacher? There are 27 yogasanas, major asanas, which every male adult is expected to be. We are expected to practice. Kids do all the 27 asanas in the 7 years before they are 7. All the 27, by nature, they do it. Kids have got their own inbuilt intelligence to meditate and to do all these yogasanas. And have you seen the kids doing the whirling, spinning? They will be enjoying the whirling and spinning. But what do? You beat them. Huh? Keep quiet. Sit silently. Whirling is a technique of centering the energy. Sufis, they whirl. Have you heard of the Sufis? Dervish dancers. They center their energy by whirling. Whirling is used as a meditation technique in Sufism and Zen Buddhism. You can see the kids automatically whirling. But what we do? We beat them and stop them. Once we make them just buffalo like us, then we are totally comfortable. Now we have our own issues. Kids have got so much of intelligence, we can't put up with that. Sometimes, especially the mothers, they feel jealous with their female kids. If you have a daughter, always I have seen mothers feel jealous with daughters. Because daughters are more sharp. The basic tendency of jealousy is there. And then they are sharp. And moreover, the female kids will be always attached to father. Male kids will be always attached to mother. So the father's attention is also taken by her, by the daughter. So you can always see mothers feeling little jealous towards the daughters. Till they are made as buffaloes, just like us, we don't rest. You cannot bear the energy and the bubbling vibrancy. You cannot bear it. What do? Keep quiet, sit silent, go to bed. Who asked you to write on the wall? Continuously? Don't do. We shout at them. Why did you break the toys? If they should not break means, why do you first of all purchase and give them? What for toys? To break only. You think the toys will die by themselves? They will become old and they will die by themselves. Unless you break, how will the toy machine will have some job? What for toys? Break. Of course, we have our own logic. I have seen many parents, they will bring everything and put it in the glass door and just as a showcase. That's why kids break the glass also. There are some kids, they break glass also. Anyhow, the Manipura is activated by blabbering, by creating sounds. In early times, there is a thing called Nada Aradhana in Upanishads. There is a Upanishad, Upanishadi. Sloka. Agamannam, 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 agamannado, agamannada. Yahu, 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 ya. Agamannam, 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 agamannado, agamannada. That just sounds, no meaning. The Yahu and all no meaning. No meaning. There are many mantras which has no meaning. It's called Nada, just creating sounds to cleanse the Manipura. But now if you shout in the house without the landscape, what will happen? What will happen? Immediately? Huh? Will be taken to the aside. Anyhow, now you have beautiful 20 minutes time. Nobody will take you to asylum. Vomit it out. Vomit it out as much as possible. Let me give you the instruction. First 1 minute, concentrate on the nervous center. When I say start creating whatever possible sound comes to your mind. Whatever possible sound comes to your mind, start creating as loudly as possible. You may ask how? Start with loud, then it will come up. See one thing, if you look into your Manipura itself, what memories are there? The person who has cheated you, the disturbances, the depression, worry, violence, only those things are there. Is there anything else? Only those things are there. So vomit them out by shouting. To whomsoever you want to fight, fight now. To whomsoever you want to shout, shout. See, if you don't shout here, you will be shouting in the house. Am I right? Tell me, if you are not shouting anywhere, then you don't need to do this meditation. If you don't have any suppression, anybody who says, I have no suppression, I have no worries from it, then you don't need to do this meditation. Anybody? If there is somebody like this, please come and sit here. This is your seat. You are not supposed to sit there, you are supposed to sit here. We have enough of stuff inside. Then why not throw it out? If you don't have at all, then no problem. If we have, then why don't you cleanse yourself? Our Manipura has become just dustbin. There are so much of suppressions. Now it is time to cleanse your dustbin. Shout as much as possible. Jump, scream, roll, dance, cry, do whatever. Laugh, do whatever you want. Only thing, you cannot beat the neighbor. You should not beat the next person. Except disturbing the next person, anything can be done. Everything is allowed. Only one instruction. Not even one of your nerves should be resting. No part of your body should be silent. That's the only condition. No part of your body should be silent. Understand? If you are not able to do this meditation, better leave the hall now. Because everybody will be throwing away their dust, their karma. If you are not throwing, all karmas will come and sit on you. Will attack you. Sit. Now you are supposed to stand and do. If you can't stand, you can sit. All karmas will come and attack you. I am not making fun. I am telling you the truth. See, now everybody is going to throw away. You also throw violently so that they don't come near you. Otherwise, what will happen? See, some place, some depression means the air will go there. Naturally, the cyclone will happen. If there is a depression, means cyclone will go towards that side only. Same way, if there is low mood, if you are silent, what will happen to all this aggressive energy? They will come towards you only. So understand, let you also be aggressive so that they don't come near you. They go away. So, put your whole effort to push the negative energies out.
I should closed, Swamiji.
Yes.
Otherwise there may be some violence.
No, not only eyes will be closed, you can be sure no video will be done, no recording will be done, nobody will see, even the volunteers will close their eyes, doors will be closed. You have 120% privacy. Nobody will see you. Don't worry. You can throw it out. There are few people who will really feel like vomiting. You raise your hands. I'll tell one volunteer to wait here. He will help you to go out and vomit. If you vomit, nothing wrong. It is good. It is good. Nothing wrong. But don't try. Put your hand. Don't try. Don't try all those things. But if you vomit, nothing wrong. In Ayurveda and naturopathy, they make you vomit. Because to cleanse the nerve center and Manipura, they make you vomit. It cleanses a lot of toxins from your body. Any Ayurvedic doctor? No. They make you vomit. Of course, this is much more sensitive and subtle technique than vomiting. Vomiting cleanses only the nerve. This cleanses the Manipura chakra, the energy. Energy itself is cleansed. Any doubt in the instruction? Last 10 minutes again you will sit silently and concentrate on the navel center. Only one thing, don't stand still. Don't be silent. If you are silent, all other negativity will come and sit on. And one more thing, throw away totally so that other thing will not come, and you will also cleanse your being. No, stand in one place. Don't move around. Stand in one place and do the whole thing.
And I want someone to give a demo.
No, if someone gives a demo, you will start doing the same thing. You will not copy. You cannot copy. You should do it on your own. Be creative. I told you, you have total freedom. Shout, laugh, sing, cry, jump, scream. Only thing, you cannot use the languages which you know. You cannot sing in the language which you know. You cannot shout in the language which you know. That's all. Because only when you break the inner chattering, the whole emotions will come up. It will be cleansed. Any other doubt? No. Karma is next. This Manipura Shakti Kriya. Ayurveda, they use this as a Manipura Shakti Kriya. But the source of this technique is Eastern Christianity. Thousands of years ago, St. Thomas Order used to practice this technique. Even Sufis practiced. Now in modern day, psychotherapists are using and Ayurveda is using, everybody is using. Even in Vedas, the technique is used as Nada Aradhana. It's called Nada Aradhana.